Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how I painted the wings on my Demon Prince, as the rest of him is painted in the same way as my Plague Marines. If you're interested in how I did those, see my previous video, where I explain how I paint most of my Death Guard. At the end of the video I'll also talk about the rules of the campaign I'm playing with my friends, so if you're only interested in that, you can skip to the end. I started out by taking a big brush and painting on a base coat of rock-hard flesh. After that, I wasn't sure on what exactly I wanted to do, so I took this opportunity to try out some stuff, because I want to have a plan when I finally get to painting up Mortarion. I tried a few things and I'm decently happy with the final result. The next thing I did was a dry brush with Screaming Skull. I quickly realized I didn't like this very much, but I finished it on both the wings to see if it would look better when it was done. It didn't. I also think I could have done a better job at dry brushing, but I think I already gave up on the idea, and that's why this job looks kinda terrible. After that, I took inspiration from Duncan Rhodes' Mortarion video and used Reichland Flesh Shade and Nihilak Oxide to give the wings a sort of blended fleshy ghostly Nurgle look. I actually thought this looked pretty cool, but I wasn't sure yet. In the end, I decided I wanted to try out my airbrush for a couple of reasons. One, I thought the end result might be the best of the three methods, and two, I still haven't used it a lot and I try to use it from time to time to practice. I used 3 colors, 2 brown colors and 1 white from the Vallejo Air range, and I kept mixing them while I painted the wings. I'm quite happy with the end result, although I do see some flaws in how I use my airbrush. I think I need to keep practicing with air pressure, paint thickness and how long I spray models, because I have a feeling I put on a little bit too much paint on the wings, especially considering I was experimenting with different ways to paint them, and this was already the 3rd attempt. It's all good though, because I'm happy with the end result, and this was a practice run for when I'm going to paint Mortarion. I think I'll use the airbrush method on his wings as well. After the paint dried, it was time to work on the bony parts of the wings. It It wouldn't be strange if this was the same skin as the rest of the wings, but I think it looks better to paint the fingers in a different way. I used my regular purple flesh tone method to paint this, so I started out with rock art flesh again. Between the airbrushing and skin, I also painted the rest of the model, so this was the final step before the Demon Prince was done. As usual, next up I used Druchii Violet, followed by a highlight with rock art flesh again. Finally, I highlighted everything with Palette Witch Flesh, like I do on all my Death Guard skin. Now, time to give you guys a short explanation of our campaign. The main goal of the campaign is to have as much fun as possible, of course, and paint up many models. This means points are awarded both for playing games, and more can be gained by winning them, and for finishing models. We post finished models in our Discord server, and I update the rankings weekly. Bigger models are worth more points, but we're still tweaking the exact rewards so everyone is happy. The goal is not some balanced, publishable campaign book or something. We just want to motivate everyone to paint our armies and have fun. Also, you collect points for your faction, so if I start to paint up some orcs, I won't be gaining points anymore for chaos. I might elaborate on this later, but the basic story tells of a demon prince who takes spreading chaos into his own hands and sends forces to different realms. On the one hand, he manipulates the Death Guard into invading Proxima Centauri, a system where humans and Eldar live, and, as we soon find out, has a Tyranid colony hibernating and absorbing magic power from the system. On the other hand, he manipulates a Khorne force to invade the mortal realms, where they clash with the servants of Sigmar and Nagash. Not much is known about this part of the campaign though, because our Age of Sigmar players are less active. For now, we have played 2 battles in January. Eldar vs Orcs, which the Eldar won, and Death Guard vs Tyranids, which the Death Guard won. After each battle, we wrote up a little story and also posted those in our Discord server. So you guys might also hear these stories in a later video. Adding the points gained through these battles to the painting points, the Tyranids are in the lead at the moment, with Chaos in 2nd place, the Imperium 3rd and Eldar 4th, and finally the Orcs in 5th place. For the next videos, I'll probably take a short break from Death Guard, as I'm also working on the Age of Sigmar stuff for the campaign, want to finish an amazing birthday present from my sister, which you'll see soon enough, and want to make a start on the Middle-earth Bingo Games Workshop published a few weeks ago. Games Workshop also decided to release 2 of my main armies within a week of each other, so I'll probably also want to paint some of my unfinished Dark Angels, but we'll see how that goes. For Age of Sigmar, I'm working on the Khorne dudes from the first starter set, as they have been lying around ever since that box came out, as buying the box on release day was the last thing I did before taking a few year break from Age of Sigmar. As this video is still about Death Guard, my plan for them is to finish up my Crusade force, add the new models and some Terminators. After they are done, I also want to of course paint Mortarion. I plan on filming me building and painting him, so maybe I'll try to do a time lapse, that might be fun. I am very inexperienced with filming and editing, so I'm sure I'll learn as I do it more often. For now I'm just enjoying the new codex and I'm very excited to try it out on the tabletop as well. Maybe I'll be able to film a battle report in the future, but COVID is preventing me from playing as often as I'd like. We're allowed 1 visitor per day and have to keep our distance. This means we actually can play battles, but organizing it is not as easy as it was before. Finally, here's an overview of the currently painted Death Guard. If you remember from last time, I painted up 500 points of them, but the list was illegal in the new book. Not only did I have to split my plasma gun wielding Plague Marines, but I also found out the Lord of Contagion and the Demon Prince didn't like to be in a detachment together. Luckily that part is fixed by just having more than 2 troop choices, as I could run them in separate detachments that way if I want to field both of them in the same army. After splitting up the Plague Marines, I had to add 3 more, a Champion and a Blight Launcher wielding Marine in the one squad, and in the other squad another Blight Launcher. Apart from this, there is of course the new Demon Prince. Furthermore, I added some more Poxwalkers to max out my squad. I found a unit of 20 Poxwalkers is quite annoying to remove, especially with their new stratagem that can revive up to 7 in a turn for a command point. Great if you want to tie up an enemy unit a bit longer. Anyway, that's it for now. Let's see if I can keep a schedule. Stay tuned for some variation next time. Bye!